I'm Colonel retired Paula Gould, and I joined the Air Force in September of '76, got commissioned in November of '76, and I retired in December of '06. I started off as a pilot in the Air Force, actually for the Air National Guard. Pilot training had just opened up to women. And so I graduated from pilot training and I flew 135s for the Ohio Air National Guard and the Arizona National Guard. But it was at such a time in history that not too many career fields were open to women. The only airframe that was open to women in the Guard was 135. Looking back on it, I'm glad I didn't know how hard it was, because I just knew I loved flying and I wanted to be a pilot, and my dad had given me the courage to know, and the talent to know that I could fly, because there were a lot of my peers as well as senior officers who did not want women pilots in the Air Force at all. And so when I married Mike, we moved to Colorado, there was nothing for me to fly. And I still really love the Air Force, and he said, why don't you go and walk around the Air Force Academy and see if somebody will offer you a job. And so I ran into the MA to the superintendent at that time, and he said, what are you doing? And I said, I'm looking for a job. And he said, why don't you come with me up to admissions? I think you'd be a great liaison officer. And so I did that for about 25 years, loved every minute of that, as well as I did the flying, because I was working with great young Americans who wanted to go to the Air Force Academy. And most career fields, as we know, are open to women now. And I do think that I was part of that, establishing that history, so that because we did well, the women pilots, we were motivated and we wanted to do well, because we knew, in our hearts, we knew that we were setting the path that others would come along behind us.